We're back live here. Back live in Wingate, North Carolina here for game number 3 after a wild weather delay that took on quite a long time. It's now almost, I believe, 2 hours from the original scheduled start time for game number 2. And it'll be Carson-Newman on the mound here for the Bulldogs, looking for the sweep over the Carson-Newman Eagles. Took game 1 handily yesterday, 16-8. And took game 2 here earlier today, 10-8. And Carson-Newman, the starter, with Spencer Williams hitting this one for a ride down the left field line with a new left fielder for this series, and Breon Ishmael makes the first play here in game number 3 for out number 1.
Center fielder number 15, Dalton McLean.
Now it's Dalton McLean. But a busy day today for Wingate Athletics. Softball secured the regular season championship earlier today. Lacrosse took home a quarterfinal dub in the SAC tournament. There's a quick 2 outs as Dalton McLean grounds out to Isaiah Williams-Rem. Morton has been the Game 3 starter here past couple of weekends now. Been shuffled around just a little bit. You saw Colin McDougal started out a couple times. Cal Reel really been the starter midweek. He's gotten a couple Game 3 starts. But past couple of games, it's been Carson-Newman. He's got 6 starts on the season, 4.73 ERA. 32 and a third innings pitched, giving him the 17 earned runs, 17 walks, 30 strikeouts. James Denton, the DH, ahead in the count 2-1 here with 2 outs. Fouls this one back out of play. Inside deal, couldn't catch the inside half. Run the count full. Denton leading the team in average, got the 333. This time catches the inside corner as Carson-Newman to get the strikeout to put the Eagles down in order. 1, 2, 3 for the top of the first. We'll go to the bottom of the first, excuse me. Williams-Rem, Harris, and Barnett due up when we come back here on Flow Sports.
No runs, no hits.
We welcome you back to Ron Christopher Stadium in Wingate, North Carolina, as Carson-Newman and Wingate get set to recap this three-game series on this Saturday evening. Temperatures have cooled off. It's rained. We've been in a rain delay. They've already played the top of the first inning, and now we are into the bottom of the first. Griff Hughes will pitch against this Wingate batting order. It'll be Isaiah Williams-Rem to lead off the bottom half of the first inning. Carson-Newman went down in order. Spencer Williams flew out to left. Dalton McLean grounded out. And James Denton struck out looking to end the top of the first. We pick the action up here in the bottom half of the first with Griff Hughes on the mound, making his fourth start of the year, 18th appearance, and the tall left-hander misses outside and high for ball one. Lefty-lefty matchup with Williams-Rem facing the lefty Hughes, and a pop-up left side. It's the left fielder Will Gibbs sprinting in. He's under and he makes the catch, one away. Wonder how these two teams will be able to fare after the long rain delay that started basically from 4:30 to 6:30, 2 hours where the clubs had nothing to do. The first game ended around 4 o'clock. And as a result, the next one was going to start around 4:30, 4:45, and the rain in the area with lightning pushed back this game to being started at 6:30. So it ultimately totals 2 hours in length as Hughes pumps in a fastball for a strike, and the count is 0-1 on Cam Harris. The DH has had an excellent season, rough series. Another slider this time from Hughes. It's strike two. No ball, two-strike count on Hughes. Facing the DH Harris, the line of the 0-2 offering is grounded sharply to second base. Trey Miller catches Fields and throws out Harris. 2 up, 2 down to start Hughes' bottom of the first. First weekend appearance for Griff Hughes against these Bulldogs. Hughes threw 4 scoreless innings last weekend against Lincoln Memorial in separate games. Game 1 of the series and Game 3 of the series. 2 innings in both games combined to strike out 6 as he drops a slider in for a strike to Sean Barnett, 0-1. Hughes has thrown 7 2/3 scoreless entering his start. Swing and a miss by Barnett at an 0-1 offering, and it's quickly 0-2 on Wingate's number 3 hitter and center fielder. Same defensive alignment with Spencer Bright back behind the dish to catch the series finale. Southpaw Hughes has got the sign, moves to his right, lifts the right leg, and pumps in a slider that is chopped foul, and it stays 0-2. Hughes back to work. Another 0-2 is popped up. Fastball inside. Forces Barnett to pop it up in foul ground. Harrison Travis is over. He makes the catch. Inning over. Both teams, after the 2-hour rain delay, go 3 up, 3 down in the first. We're scoreless through 1. And Carson-Newman comes back to the plate with Harrison Travis leading off the top of the second after these messages. This is Carson-Newman Baseball, and it's right here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Andrew Rogers back here with you here on the Eagle Sports Network. 4, 5, and 6 to the plate here in the second against Wingate. Starting pitcher Carson Morton. Strike one on Travis, who had 3 hits in game 1, hit 2 home runs, and hits one high out toward left center field. Ishmael is back near the wall, moves to his left, still moving, is there to make the catch for out number 1. Travis gives it a high drive to left center, and it stays in the park. The left fielder, Brayon Ishmael, makes the catch, 1 away. Eagles have gone 4 up, 4 down to start the series finale. Well, the Eagles have dropped the first 2 games of the series, hoping to salvage 1 game. First pitch to Logan Floyd is outside for a ball. And it's 1-0. Next pitch is hit out toward right field. Back goes Ricky Clark near the wall. Gets to the wall, makes the catch as he bangs against it for out number 2. Well, Floyd and Travis have squared up 2 baseballs, but are coming up empty. Long flyouts to left and now right field to start the second. And the 2-out batter is now Will Gibbs. First offering for Morton is outside for a ball. Carson Morton makes his 7th start of the year, 11th appearance on the mound. Freshman is coming off back-to-back 6 1/3 inning efforts against Lenore Rhine and UVA Wise. Those weeks apart, had a career-high 8 strikeouts in the win over Wise. 1-1 is off the plate, 2 balls and a strike. .473 ERA in 32 innings. High pop-up in the infield from Gibbs into shallow left field. It's Corvell. He makes the catch. He's under it. Inning over. 2 long flyouts and a pop-out ends Carson-Newman's threat in the top of the second inning. Eagles have gone 6 up, 6 down offensively. We'll try to do the same in the bottom half of inning number 2 when we return to Wingate, North Carolina after these messages. This is Carson-Newman Baseball, and it's on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Andrew Rogers back here with you on the Eagle Sports Network. Carson-Newman and Wingate playing the series finale. No scores. We head to the bottom half of inning number 2. Brett Adams will lead it off against Griff Hughes. It's this heart of Wingate's order that is all from the left side. And will swing against the lefty Hughes. Adams, Ishmael, Clark 4, 5, and 6 2 up. And all our left-handed hitters to face Griff Hughes here in the bottom of inning number 2. Glad you're with us to wrap up this 3-game series. Adams checks his swing and taps it foul first base side. It's 0-1. Hughes winds his 0-1. High fastball evens the count 1-1. Adams earlier today, 3 more hits. He has 7 this weekend, and he's drove in 8 runs over the 2 games. Good breaking ball from Hughes. It misses outside. And off the plate, 2 balls and a strike on Brett Adams. Lefty Hughes into his windup. His 2-1 pitch is a fastball upstairs, and he's fallen behind Adams 3-1. Wingate with the wins in the first 2 games of the series now have lone possession of second place in the league. Still 2 back of Catawba and still a chance to win the regular season. 3-1 from Hughes is high and inside, and it's a 5-pitch walk to start the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Brayon Ishmael the bat with a runner on. First side to get a runner on base here so far. Coker and Catawba playing this weekend. The series has favored Catawba today. Coker won the series opener yesterday 6-5, and the series finale is going in Catawba's favor. It's 9-1 in the 5th. I'll give you some more looks around some other games in the league, but that one obviously to the attention of these 2 teams as Ishmael takes a strike 0-1. LMU's defeating Newberry 12-4. That'll be a sweep for LMU. They're in the 7th inning in Harrogate. 0-1 set for Hughes as he pitches with the sun beating against him, and a swing and a miss by Ishmael and a slider away into the turf. Blocked by Bright. It's 0-2. Sun has been back and forth behind a cloud as things try to brighten up after what wasn't really too much rain we got. It was just a lot of lightning and a big storm that missed the area by just a smidge, but enough that forced the delay for more than 2 hours. 0-2 from Hughes. Ishmael pops it up left side. Sinking in a hurry is the baseball. Back is Gibson to make the catch into the outfield grass. And left to make it 1 gone. Will Gibbs was sprinting in, and he lost his ball cap on his way in from his left field spot. But it was Gibson that called him off and made the catch, venturing back from his shortstop spot to make it and retire Ishmael for the first out of the second. And now Ricky Clark. Hughes against Clark with 1 away in the bottom half of inning number 2. Adams short lead at first, and Hughes pitches. A slider below the knees. It's ball 1. Catawba up 9-1 on Coker in the 5th inning. Over in Hartsville. So it looks like, seems as if the Indians are going to leave town with a series victory over the Cobras. 1-0 set, and Hughes pitches a slider on the inside corner. Called strike to Clark. That'll move Coker to 17-10 in the league for 3rd place. They'd be there alone. Wingate would be 18-8. Depending on how this game would go, could either fall back a game and stay ahead of Coker or go ahead by 2 games. 1-1, swing and a miss by Clark. He chases a breaking ball, and it's 1-2. Carson-Newman right now in the thick of a race with Tusculum, Lincoln Memorial, Newberry, all stacked together in the middle of the league now. Eagles would love to end the weekend with a victory to avoid a sweep. 1-2 set. Hughes pitches. Fastball away. It's 2-2. Hughes against Clark with 1 out in the second. Tall southpaw from Knoxville comes set. He looks at first base at the runner and now fires in a slider that is grounded back to the mound. Gibson takes it to the bag himself for 1. To first, double play, inning over. 6-3 double play. Gibson fields the sharp grounder, takes it to the second base bag himself, and they double up Ricky Clark to end the inning. These 2 offenses have combined for tons of runs. They combined for 28 hits in the first game of the day, but after the 2-hour rain delay, neither side has a base knock through the first 2. We've played 2 in a 7-inning game. It's Carson-Newman nothing, and it's Wingate nothing. And we're back for the 3rd after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Seven, 8-9 for Carson-Newman to start the third inning. Aiden Gibson will lead it off, and he lines the first pitch he sees into left field. That'll sink in, and it's a base knock for Aiden Gibson, who rounds first, and will stop there with the game's first hit. That comes in the top of the third inning, and I mention that because these two offenses today, and even this entire series, have gotten going. It was 4 runs for Carson-Newman in the first 2 innings earlier today. It was 5 runs for Wingate. And yesterday's series opener, Wingate scored 3 times in the first 2 innings, but neither side able to score here in the series finale just yet. Breaking ball away from Morton, and it's 1-0 to Trey Miller. Miller hitless in game 1 of the day in 4 tries. 1-0 pitch is a high breaking ball for Morton, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Morton's had a lot of success as of late. 2 really good starts. Really all 4 of his starts in league play have been really good. Off to a good start here, but now working for the first time with a runner on base as Gibson takes off and Miller fouls the 2-0 pitch back to the screen. It's 2-1. Eagles had the hit and run on there with 1 out, or no one out and a runner on here in this third inning. 2-1 set for the righty Morton, and now he pitches to Miller, who hits one high out towards center field. Sean Barnett is sprinting in. He's under it, he makes the catch, and that's the first out. Miller drops to 0 for 5 at the plate now in the doubleheader today. The Eagles will turn to number 9 hitter in the order, Spencer Bright.
Number 27, Spencer Bright.
Spencer Bright had a base hit and later scored in game 1 of the series. Helped ignite that 5-run third in the series opener and takes away 1-0. Carson-Newman trying to salvage a game in this series. When you think about the numbers, Eagles this year 7-3 in series finales. As Bright hits one high into the air right side, into shallow right. It's the second baseman, Michael Dansky, back to make the catch, 2 away. A couple of pop-outs for the Eagles with Gibson aboard at first base. And now there are 2 away in the third for Spencer Williams. Eagles have those 7 wins in series finales, having won the series finale against Lincoln Memorial last weekend 3-2, 15-6 against Anderson. Actually have to go back 5 conference series to find the last time the Eagles have lost a series finale. That was to Emory and Henry as Gibson dives back to the bag safely. Carson-Newman fell 9-6 to E&H in that series finale after winning the first 2 games of that series. The set for the righty, and Williams shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes called strike 1 as Morton delivers the first pitch strike. Top of the third inning, it's a scoreless series finale between Carson-Newman and Wingate. Eagles with their first base runner on Aiden Gibson's leadoff single to left. He's at first base with 2 away as Williams sees a breaking ball stay above his letters. And the count evens at a ball and a strike. Sun is found. It's way behind clouds, so it's a cloudy. Lights are on Saturday evening at the ballpark to wrap up this series. 1-1 set. Morton will pitch high again to Spencer Williams, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Williams with a 3-hit performance in the first game of the day to extend his hitting streak to 9 games, hoping to make it a 10-game hit streak here as he lines one to left field and right on cue. It's a 10-game hitting streak for Spencer Williams, and it puts runners at first and second with 2 away. Longest hit streak of Williams' career. Now of 10 games, he's been on base in 19 straight now. And the Eagles have life with 2 outs in the 3rd inning. It'll be Dalton McClain who has a chance to extend streaks of his own. He is also coming off a 3-hit game in the first today and has hit safely on 9 straight and has been on base in 19 straight. Righty Morton lifts the leg and fires, and McClain dumps one into center field. Barnett will sprint in, and he makes the catch. Ball hangs up enough for McClain, and Sean Barnett makes the play, and the side is retired. Carson-Newman gets a pair of hits, its first 2 hits of the ball game in the 3rd, but strands the 2 runners on base. We've played 2.5. Griff Hughes back to the mound to pitch the bottom half of inning number 3 when we return to Wingate, North Carolina after these messages. This is Carson-Newman Baseball, and it's right here along the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Andrew Rogers back here on the Eagle Sports Network as we continue on with this series finale between the Eagles of Carson-Newman and the Bulldogs of Wingate University. Glad you're with us. It's the bottom of the 3rd, and it is scoreless in this series finale on what has turned into a 70-degree evening here in Wingate, North Carolina. The light showers that came through the area to delay this series finale has dropped, obviously, the temperature close to below 70 degrees. It's really made it feel very comfortable compared to the 85 degrees that we had at one point this afternoon as the first game of the day came to a close. Griff Hughes starts Michael Dansky off of the pitch outside of the strike zone. It's a ball off the plate. Dansky, Corville, Bradley Hart is the catcher for Wingate. He'll bat 9th as Hughes misses again, and it's 2-0. Spencer Bright asking where that ball was. They say a little bit upstairs. Hughes back quickly to work, and his 2-0 bounces in. It's 3-0. Hughes 2 solid innings, just the 1 walk. The Eagles were able to turn 2 on Ricky Clark, the double play that ended the 2nd inning. 3-0. That's a strike on the corner, 3-1. Eagles defense the same. Will go around with it as this is a line drive. Millard leaps up and snares it out of the air for out number 1. Really good defensive play as Dansky was swinging away at a 3-1 and lined it to a leaping Trey Miller at second for out number 1. Good play for Miller. He's joined by Harrison Travis at first base, Aiden Gibson's at short, Logan Floyd back at third, Will Gibbs, Dalton McClain, Spencer Williams left to right in the outfield, and Spencer Bright's back behind the dish to catch his 2nd game of the series. Ground ball foul to start Jake Corville's first at-bat of the day. Corville's had a very solid weekend. 2 hits in the opener and an RBI. He did score twice as well, and then the game earlier today he had 2 more hits and drove in another run. 0-1, swing and a miss, big hack on an 0-1, and Griff Hughes is ahead. No balls and 2 strikes quickly. Hughes back to work. He's got the sign from Bright. Right foot to the right of the slab. Lifts and fires his 0-2. That is popped up high into the air out in right field. Spencer Williams loses his hat, sprints in. He's under it, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Oh, Hughes continues to be in a groove. That line drive out has turned into a big defensive play for Carson-Newman here in the third, and now Hughes another out away from retiring Wingate's batting order 1 through 9 in 3 innings. Bradley Hart will step in and get ready for his first cuts of the series. First pitch, just swing and a miss by Hart for strike 1. Hart sitting a $163 this year, 7 hits this season, making his 15th start of the year, a home run and 3 driven in. Next offering low and inside, it's 1-1. Gets the start behind the dish for Lane Rhodes, who started the first 2 games of the series, but off here in the series finale. 1-1 offering. Off the plate, 2 balls and a strike. Hughes dropped the baseball. He'll venture off the mound to grab it. Wingate tarped the field in between, so even with the rain showers, field was able to handle the weather just fine. As Hart fouls it back, it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Don't think we're done for rain this evening either. It looks like some pop-up storms continue to venture around the area. Hughes back to the mound. His 2-2 line, and the pitch drills Hart on a slider. And the inning will continue on the hit by pitch. Hughes loses Hart, and now will face the top of the order with 2 away in the third.
The third baseman, number 4, Isaiah Williams-Rem.
Isaiah Williams-Rem will bat with 1 on and 2 out here in the third. Of course, with me being outside, that's why you missed the top of the first inning if you're listening in. Rain showers started to come back into the area as these 2 teams were finishing up warm-ups, and so I had to scramble and tear everything down. It didn't last but 10 minutes, and so by the time everything was set up and ready to roll, it was the bottom of the first inning. That would have to be the same case, unfortunately, if more rain showers make their way into the area and a sprinkle or 2 happens. We'll have to cut the broadcast to keep the radio equipment from taking any damage. Hughes with a 1-1 count here on Isaiah Williams-Rem. 0 for 1 today, and Rem drew a walk and had a hit in game 1 of the day. 2-2, or rather 1-1 with 2 outs, is off the plate with a fastball. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Normal depth for the Eagles defense. Floyd plays even at the bag at third with the middle infielder shaded toward the second base bag. 2-1 set for the southpaw. And the pitch. Check swing from Williams-Rem. He doesn't go around, and it's 3-1 on a slider away from the left to the lefty from the lefty Hughes. 3 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs. It's the bottom of the third. Wingate still without a hit, but threatening here in the third with a runner on. Hughes sets a look at first, and he pitches. Chopper to first. It's in fair territory. Travis backpedals, fields it, takes it to the bag himself, inning over. 2-out walk drawn, or 2-out hit by pitch, rather, to Bradley Hart gives Wingate a base runner in the third. But once again, Griff Hughes, excellent on the mound. He's thrown 3 scoreless innings, and we are scoreless here at Ron Christopher Stadium. No scores. We head to the 4th on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Leading off for Carson-Newman, DH number 20.
Carson Morton back to work for Wingate as we head to the top of the fourth inning. It'll be James Denton, Henderson Travis, and Logan Floyd. The heart of the Eagles order, 3, 4, and 5 to face Morton, who misses low and away. Ball one. Eagles looking for the game's first run. These two offenses have not had any problems scoring this weekend, but here in the series finale, after a 2-hour-plus delay, they are. Denton, big swing and a miss and a breaking ball, and it's a ball and a strike. Morton winds his 1-1 offering. Denton slaps off his right foot. It's a foul ball, and it's 1-2. Denton's had an RBI at least in both games so far of this series. A couple of hits throughout the weekend. Lines the 1-2 foul, and it's going to stay a 1-ball, 2-strike count to Carson-Newman's DH in all 3 games of this series. Mount Prospect, Illinois native steps back in and lines one down the right field line. It hooks foul. And it's strike 2 still. It stays 1-2 again. One-two wind. Morton fires another 1-2, and Denton fouls it back again. 3 straight foul balls with a 1-2 count on James Denton. No runs, no hits right now for Wingate. Eagles have 2 hits. Both were in the second inning. Hoping for more hits as this series finale progresses. 1-2 wind for Morton, and he goes outside and misses. It's 2-2. Strong at bat brewing here for James Denton to try to get the Eagles some life here in this series finale. Next pitch is popped up high into the air, out towards center field. Sean Barnett calls off Jake Corvell and makes the catch for out number 1. Denton was all the way to second base, sprinting out that high fly ball. Also, how high that ball was hit. It allowed Denton to sprint and get all the way to second base. Had it landed, he would have already been at the bag and probably would have had a 3-base error. Play is made, and that's the first out. Travis slams the first pitch down the third base line for strike 1. Just foul. Travis stands back in. 0 for 1. Hit one to the left center field warning track in his first AB and pops the next one back and out of play into the trees. And it's 0-2 on Travis. Good work from Carson Morton and Griff Hughes, both starting pitchers for Carson-Newman and Wingate respectively here in the series finale. They've worked well and quickly to keep things scoreless. 0-2, high fastball. Travis stays away, and the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Travis had the 2 home runs and the 3 hits in game 1. Hoping for a similar output here in the series finale. Stays away from a breaking ball that's just off the plate. Two balls and 2 strikes. Travis gets into one out toward left center field. Barnett back near the warning track, and Travis leaves the yard for the 3rd time this weekend. The scoring starts from Harrison Travis, Home run number 12, rather 13 this year for Travis. And Carson-Newman leads 1-0. A 3-homer weekend for Harrison Travis. Hit 2 yesterday in the series opener. And goes deep to ignite CN's offense in inning number 4. Big bomb from Travis. First pitch to Logan Floyd, high and in, ball 1. Floyd fouls the 1-0 back, evens the count at a ball and a strike. Wingate's got that ability too. Remember, leading the SAC heading into the weekend with 60 home runs. They've added that mark 4 times this weekend, hoping they're able to do that as this game goes on. 1-1 for Morton breaks away. It's 2-1. Certainly both of these offenses are capable of doing that. Eagles have hit now 43 home runs this year. A majority of them have come after the month of February. Certainly the warmer temperatures as the year progresses certainly will help hitting numbers in general, but the Eagles have really stepped up at the plate and proved to be a power-hitting club as the year has progressed. 4 straight balls after a foul ball by Logan Floyd, and it's a 1-out runner for Carson-Newman after the solo shot.
Left fielder number 3, Will Gibbs.
Will Gibbs will stand in for Carson-Newman. Eagles with a base runner after Travis's home run. Morton sets at the belt, pauses and pitches high. It's ball 1. Morton will chat things over now with Brad Hart, who heads to the mound to chat with his starting pitcher, who has fared well in his first 3 innings, but Harrison Travis solo home run here with 1 out, and then a walk to Floyd have made things interesting in his outing. In his 4th inning, and now some Wingate Bulldog relievers out in left center field are starting to get active. Here with 1 away in the 4th. Remember, it's a 7-inning game. Morton sets at the belt. Runner takes off. Gibbs slaps it through the right side. It's a base hit. Rounding second is Floyd. He's going to get to third. Clark tracks it down in the gap. He'll hold Floyd to third base, Gibbs to a single, and it's 1st and 3rd and 1 out. Well, good hitting and good execution. Will Gibbs set excellent with the hit and run to move Floyd to third base with 1 out. He had the second baseman, Michael Dansky, moving to cover the bag at second because of Floyd taking off. And Will Gibbs slapped it through the right side, where Dansky had left, to be able to get that into a base hit. If that is not a hit-and-run situation, it's a double play that ends the inning. Instead, Tom Griffin puts the hit and run on. It works to perfection. And now a chat and a conversation with John Gregory, the head coach of this Wingate squad. He chats things over, or Jeff Gregory rather, in this Wingate infield, joins him at the mound to chat with starting pitcher Carson Morton here in this top of the 4th inning. It's 1-0 CN. After a Harrison Travis solo home run has started the scoring. And now the Eagles trying to play add-on here in inning number 4. Floyd at third, Gibbs at first. Conversation over, and Aiden Gibson will be the batter for Carson-Newman. Continue to check the radar. There is rain showers looming in the area, and so if that happens, we'll have to pull the equipment possibly as Gibson takes a breaking ball for a strike at the waist. It's 0-1. Looks like there are a couple pop-up possibilities looming in the area that could hit us here at Ron Christopher Stadium. Should be enough to stop the game. 1 set for Morton at the belt. Looks to third and pitches. Gibson lifts one out towards straightaway center field. Floyd's going to tag from third. Barnett the catch. He will throw on a one-hop to his cutoff. No play at the plate. Floyd jogs home safely, and it's 2-0 CN. Aiden Gibson sacrifice fly, and the Eagles lead 2-0 here in the fourth. Brett Adams will throw to third. They'll check to see if Floyd tagged up in time, and he did. Home plate umpire says it's safe. It's 2-0. Worth a check.
Second baseman, number 7, Trey Miller.
Trey Miller a bat with Will Gibbs at first base and 2 away. Miller 0 for 5 today. Faces Morton, who comes set. The junior fires in a pitch that is bunted back and foul. His heart stumbles on his way out of his stance, trying to venture back in foul territory to make the catch. He goes off the screen, however, and it's a foul ball off Miller's bat, trying to bunt for a base hit, 0-1. Gibbs takes off. The pitch is outside, and the throw down is not in time. Will Gibbs swipes second base. Stolen base for Will Gibbs. His third stolen bag of the year. The pitch was on the corner, so it's strike 2 on Miller. No balls and a strike. Righty Morton sets, and he fires in a pitch that is fouled back by Trey Miller. It stays 0-2. Good battle from Miller as Morton now has thrown 55 pitches through his 3 2/3 on the rubber. Works from the center of the slab, brings his glove to his belt and set. Looks at Gibbs at second, and now pitches. Gibbs takes off for third. Swing and a miss. That'll end the inning. Miller strikes out. Despite Gibbs swiping third base, the side is retired. But Carson-Newman with 2 more hits. Solo home run from Harrison Travis, a sacrifice fly from Aiden Gibson, and the Eagles have struck first and have done so in both games today. Can Griff Hughes provide Carson-Newman with a shutdown inning, something it has not done all weekend? Eagles desperately need it, hoping to salvage a game in this series. We'll have the bottom of the fourth inning. Head your way after these messages. This is Carson-Newman Baseball, and it's here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
A 2-hour rain delay between games has cooled off Wingate's offense, which was hitting so well. As Cam Harris swings and misses at a slider away, it's 0-1. Bulldogs had 10 runs in the game earlier today, 16 in the series opener. As Hughes pumps in a strike, it's 0-2. So far through 3 innings, Griff Hughes has held him hitless and swings and gets Cam Harris to strike out on 3 pitches to start the fourth, 1 away. Hughes is pitching with confidence right now. That's just his first strikeout, but has pitched well so far. He strikes out Harris to start the fourth inning. 3 innings, no hits, no runs, And just the one walk as Barnett gets into one and drives it to left field. That'll be Wingate's first hit of the day. It one hops the wall in left. Barnett rounds first. He's into second base, standing up. The Bulldogs have a hit here in this series finale. That'll bring Brett Adams to the plate. Remember, Wingate, they have so much power. Brett Adams leads really the way. Him and Barnett have combined for 28 home runs this year. And Adams has hit 3 this weekend, hoping maybe that he can get into one and tie this game. He'll have to do it against the lefty Hughes. Remember, this is a Wingate lineup that has 6 left-handed hitters in the order. Hughes sets. Looks to second base and pitches. A slider on the corner. It's called strike 1. Adams takes the first pitch for a strike. He drew a walk on 5 pitches back in inning number 2. He was erased on the bases by that double play. 0-1 set for Hughes. He pauses. Looks to second and fires to Adams, who lines one to right field. This ball's going to sink in. It's going to be a base hit to right field. Back-to-back base hits. Barnett had to hold to make sure it wasn't going to drop, so he moves to third base, and runners are on the corners for Breon Ishmael, and 1 out. Well, one would know you're not going to completely hold off this Wingate attack. 3 really good innings from Griff Hughes so far. Now he's in his first real jam of the day. 2 in scoring position, or rather 2 on at the corners and 1 out. 1 in scoring position and Barnett at third. Hughes comes set. Looks at first base, a long stare. Now he pitches to Ishmael and drops a slider in at the knees for strike 1. Hughes has been so good for Carson-Newman in his senior season. Continuing that here into today. We mentioned he entered the day with 7 2/3 consecutive innings pitched of scoreless baseball. It's now 10 2/3, or 11 on the dot, counting today's efforts as Ishmael flies it foul, and it's 0-2. Last time he gave up runs, he gave up 3 against Lenore Ryan on March 30th. 21 days, 3 weeks to date. The last time Griff Hughes has allowed a run, the ERA is just above 4, making his 59th career appearance with Carson-Newman. He's ahead on Ishmael 0-2. He pauses at the belt and pitches. Breaking ball away. Bright blocks it. It's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Hughes ahead on Ishmael with 2 on here in the 4th. The pitch. Tapped foul behind the dish. Stays 1-2. Barnett a double. And Adams single. They're at first and third with 1 out and a 2-0 game in the bottom of the 4th. Griff Hughes, the southpaw, comes set. Big deep breath and his 1-2 pitch high and inside. Spins Ishmael around. And the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hughes set in this battle with Ishmael. Got him to fly out in the second. 2-2. Grounded softly to first. Travis will go to second for 1. Back to first. There won't be a throw. And it's 2-1. Wingate breaks and ends Griff Hughes' scoreless inning streak on that softly hit ground ball. Hughes got what he wanted, but nobody was covering first to turn that double play. It's 2-1. On the fielder's choice to score Barnett. It's 2-1, 2 outs in the 4th. Well, that's best case scenario would have been double play. Eagles got what they wanted, just weren't able to execute the double play, and it was a softly hit ball as well. It would have been tough to turn that double play. 2-out batters, Ricky Clark stands in and swings and misses at Hughes' slider. It's 0-1. Hughes has fared well against left-handed hitters this year. Continue that thought in a moment as Hughes comes sent for an 0-1. Good lead for Ishmael at first base. He's long and lengthy, and they'll pick over there. He was leaning initially, but is able to get back safely on a dive. Mentioned his length. That's what allows him to get more of an extended lead. 6'3" outfielder. Hughes this year has only allowed 8 hits to left-handed hitters, the 8th being Brett Adams' single to right in this inning. 0-1 fastball stays up. It's a ball and a strike. Hughes pauses, 2 outs in the 4th inning is 1-1. Pitch looming, and he'll throw to first. Ball barely gets away from Ishmael. He'll stay put. Travis tracks it down along the line. And things stay put. It's still a ball and a strike on Ricky Clark, who was 0 for 1 hit into that double play in inning number 2. Went 2 for 5 and an RBI in the first game as he sees a slider stay up in the zone, and it's 2-1. Two-one set for Hughes. Another slider. This one finds the zone. Pushed Clark off the plate, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. It's the bottom of the 4th inning. Carson-Newman trying to hold on to a 1-run lead. Brian Ishmael with a short lead at first base. Hughes looks his way, sets and fires, and Clark chases at a slider, inning over. 2 strikeouts in inning number 4 for Griff Hughes, and the Eagles stay ahead of the Bulldogs after 4 complete innings. We have played 4 in the 7-inning series finale. It's Carson-Newman 2, and it's Wingate 1. Top of the 5th heads your way after these messages. This is Carson-Newman Baseball on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency, 423-586-4320, or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Glad you've decided to join us here on the Eagles Sports Network. It's the top of the 5th, and then we are in the series finale between Carson-Newman and Wingate on this late Saturday evening, approaching, and we are actually at the 7:30 mark, closing in on the 8 o'clock mark for a series that began yesterday afternoon at 4 o'clock. It continued at 1 o'clock today. We had a 2-hour rain delay between games today. But going on here as Spencer Bright lines one to right field, and the Eagles start the 5th with a base hit. Spencer Bright with his 2nd hit of the weekend with a line drive to right center field. 2-hit weekend for Bright, making his 2nd start, and the Eagles once again ignite something here in the 5th inning. Well, Bright's base hit in the series opener helped Carson-Newman score 5 times in that series opening 3rd inning. See if his hit here in the 5th inning sparks more runs for CN. First pitch from Carson Morton is a breaking ball that finds the strike zone. 0-1. Morton pauses, lifts and fires to Spencer Williams. A low fastball into the turf. 1-1. One pitch. Williams thought about it. It was a breaking ball inside to the lefty Williams. He stayed away. And it's 2-1 strike. Eagles trying to salvage a game in this series. Up by a run, it's the top of the 5th. Righty Morton sets, he'll throw to first. Bright back. On a head first slide safely to the first base bag. Two one to Williams. Fly ball to left. Brian Ishmael was in initially. Now he backs up, gets near the track, makes the catch. That's the first down of the inning. Now Dalton McLean. Williams gave it a ride, and the wind not really a factor right now. It didn't carry enough to get over the wall. It gets Ishmael back to the track to make the catch. One away. 4 1/3 right now for Carson Morton. 5 hits over this stretch with 2 runs, both that came across on a home run from Travis and a sacrifice fly from Aiden Gibson to his line. A walk in 2 Ks. For the freshman right-hander who lifts and fires a high fastball to Dalton McLean, it's 1-0. McLean trying to extend a hitting streak and an on-base streak here in this series finale. He has hit safely in 9 straight and has been on base in 19 straight. Pick to first. Back safely once again is Spencer Bright, keeping a close eye on him. McLean reaching base in this series finale would mean he would tie James Denton for the longest this season by a CN hitter to reach base in 20 straight. Denton did that and had it ended just a couple of weeks ago. Breaking ball's a strike from Morton. It's 1-1. Righty sets at the belt. Pauses and fires. 1-1. Grounded sharply to short. Might be 2. Corvell flips to Dansky for 1. Back to first. Double play. Inning over. Dalton McLean grounds into a double play, and the Eagles' threat in the 5th inning concludes. Stays a 2-1 game. Good turn. 6-4-3. Corvell to Dansky. Back to Adams, and the Eagles' threat ends in the 5th. 2-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. It's a 1-run game on the Eagles Sports Network.
Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Carson-Newman lead is 1 run as we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. 2-1. Both teams scored in the 4th innings. 2 for Carson-Newman in the top half, 1 for Wingate. Michael Dansky will lead it off. 7, 8, and 9 of Wingate's batting order will kick things off against Griff Hughes. Dansky takes low ball one. Eagles still have not used their top reliever, Hunter Harrington, who begins to toss down the right field line for Carson-Newman as Hughes drops in a strike. It's 1-1. Certainly Griff Hughes has been the story of this one so far. Slider breaks to the outer part. It's strike two. Certainly Harrison Travis's home run is big, and Gibson's effort to get in another run is huge, but Hughes has finally been able to quiet these Wingate bats. Can he continue to do so? He's ahead 1-2 on Dansky. The pitch is outside and away, 2-2. Another slider. This one broke too much. Hunter Harrington throws. Certainly right now it's a save opportunity. Hughes would be eligible for the win in this 7-inning game, having gone 4 complete. 2-2 is off the end of the bat of Dansky and foul. It stays at a pair of strikes and balls. Lefty Hughes sets, 2-2 wind. High pop-up into the infield. It's actually going to flare back into foul ground. Bright loses the mask, looks and grabs it. 1 out. Good job by Spencer Bright. Tosses the mask. Looking up at a white baseball go high into a cloudy, dark sky on this Saturday evening. He snares it out, number 1. It looked like initially that ball was headed for the pitcher's mound, and the wind maybe did something to it and brought it back into foul ground as Hughes pumps in his strike. It's 0-1. He's facing Jake Corville, who is 0 for 1. He's had a good weekend at the plate. He's ready for his second try and lines it toward the left center field gap. This ball is going to drop in for a base hit. McLean cuts it off before it gets to the wall. His throw in is going to be late, and it's a 1-out double for Jake Corville. His 5th hit of the weekend. What a weekend for the freshman at the plate. Only started 11 games entering the weekend. Only had 9 hits all weekend. He's got 5 this weekend. Only had 9 hits all year, as 5 this weekend. It starts Wingate off with a base hit with 1 out, and it looks like Jeff Gregory is going to make a change in his batting order. Bradley Hart will not hit here. It's going to be a pinch hitter. Still nobody out of the dugout yet, so has delayed things momentarily. The catcher spot is up. Figure Lane Rhodes would come in the game defensively if it's not him to pinch hit. Still nobody out of Wingate's dugout. It's going to be Owen Krelvelt. And Travis Tingle is out of the Carson-Newman dugout, and he will head to the mound to talk with Griff Hughes. So maybe some strategy here. The Eagles were late to figure out who the pinch hitter was, and so Coach Tingle will talk things over. Hunter Harrington continues to throw. Wonder if Hughes' day might be over with the right-handed hitter coming to the plate. Certainly, remember, there's a lot of lefties in this lineup, so Harrington won't be able to avoid to face a left-hander throughout. And this conversation seems like Tingle's going to make the call to the pen. Let's see if it happens. Hughes and Bright talk things over, and the conversation is broke up after a lengthy mound visit. Harrington continues to throw. He has constantly been tossing down the right field line. Has taken a break for right now. It looks like Hughes will stay in the game. He'll face Owen Krelvelt, who's pinch hitting here. 24 at-bats, 4 hits this year for Krelvelt, and 18 appearances. Hitting with a runner at second base and 1 out. Hughes sets and pitches an inside slider on the corner for a strike. First efforts for Krelvelt this weekend at the dish. First time Wingate's had a pinch hitter this weekend as well. 1 set for Hughes. He looks at second base twice and pitches an 0-1 that misses below the zone. It's 1-1. Crevelt's last hit came at a pinch hit effort last weekend against Lenore Ryan. Prior to that, he had just 1 hit in the month of March. Just 2 hits since February 10th. And only 4 this year. Fouls the 1-1 back to the screen, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. 2-1 game. It's the bottom of the 5th. Wingate has the tying run on base at second base here with 1 out. 1-2 pause in the pitch. Slider in at the knees. Called strike 3. 3rd strikeout for Hughes. He gets Crevelt looking for out number 2. Big 2nd out of this inning. They get the pinch hitter. And now Isaiah Williams-Rem tries to extend this 5th inning. Williams-Rem is 0 for 2 against Hughes. Remember, left-handed hitters only have 8 hits all year. And Spencer Bright will head out and talk to Hughes here with 2 away. Conversation to be had out on the mound. With 2 away, Bright just talks over some strategy here with Williams-Rem hitting, and Bright will head back to the plate, try to get Hughes through this 5th inning. Griff has been really good today. He's been, again, good all year. But this would be his longest effort of the year. Should he finish this baseball game, it'd be the longest of his career as well. He's gone 4 2/3 of scoreless baseball before, but never has he completed 5 innings on the rubber in his Carson-Newman career. Gets a swing and a miss by Williams-Rem. It's strike 1. He's had efforts of 3+ innings on multiple occasions this year. 7 times he's gone at least 3 innings. Today it's 4 2/3. Trying to complete the final out of this 5th inning. 0-1, swing and a miss. Williams-Rem offered at another slider away, and it's 0-2. Griff Hughes trying to complete a 5-inning start. Would be the longest of his career. The lefty comes set with a runner at second base. The tying run at second here in the 5th. 0-2 pause. Hughes a deep breath. He looks at second base and pitches. Ground ball sharply to short. Gibson fields. Throw to first. A low one. Travis extends, and they get him at first. Big time stretch from Harrison Travis. Gibson throws him out, and Hughes is pumped up. Longest start of Griff Hughes' career. He goes 5 innings of 1-run baseball. He pointed to Hunter Harrington as he headed toward the dugout, screaming toward his teammates. That maybe tells me we're going to see Hunter Harrington in the final 2 innings. Eagles up by a run as we head to the 6th inning here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency, 423-586-4320, or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
What an effort for Griff Hughes. 5 innings, 1-run baseball. He's kept Carson-Newman ahead by a run. Now it's up to the Eagles offense to try to extend this one-run lead. James Denton will lead it off, and he lines the first pitch back up the middle, base hit. James Denton with his first hit of the series finale. He has a hit in all 3 games this weekend. And CN gets the leadoff guy aboard in the 6th inning. Time called. And maybe this is the end of Carson Morton's day. He has been really good opposing Griff Hughes today. And the call to the bullpen has been made. Fine start for Morton. He goes 5 innings, allows 6 hits, 2 runs. He walks 1, he strikes out 2. He has kept the Bulldogs in this game. Throws 66 pitches in his 5 innings of work. Fine start, and now the Bulldogs are going to the bullpen. We'll tell you who the new reliever is for Wingate after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Wingate turns to the bullpen. Jonathan Velasquez is the new arm. He's made 13 appearances this year, a 5.48 earned run average. He's a senior from Miami, Florida. Transferred from Stetson University, did Velasquez, who is coming off a scoreless inning of work against Belmont Abbey on Tuesday. Struck out 2 and gave up a hit in that effort. Prior to that, though, he had given up runs in 3 of his last 4 games, including 2 runs in a game against Lenore Ryan 1 week ago, where he recorded 2 outs, gave up 2 runs, struck out 2. More numbers for Velasquez, 23 innings pitched. He has 24 strikeouts to just 9 walks. Opponents have hit 241 off of him, and he's given up the 2nd most home runs on the team, 4 this year. Josh Johnson's given up the most on the club in 56 innings at 7. Velasquez has given up 4 in 23 innings on the mound. So it is Jonathan Velasquez for Wingate to face Harrison Travis. James Denton's at first base, running after his leadoff single. The first pitch to Travis is at the knees. A breaking ball finds the zone. It's strike 1. Travis, solo home run in the 4th inning. 3-homer weekend for Harrison Travis at the dish. Righty Velasquez pauses and pitches to Travis. A fastball at the outer part of the zone. And the count evens up 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Travis hitting for CN. 0-2. Breaking ball into the turf. Eagles are 2 games above 500, having lost 4 of its last 5. Last time the Eagles went through a skid, it was in mid to late March when it lost to E&H in the final game of that series, and then Young Harris, and then 2 to Catawba. That was before the big run to end the month as Travis hits one toward shortstop. Corvell up with it, takes it to the bag himself, and throws to first. Double play. 6-3 turn for Jake Corvell to Adams at first. 2 gone in this 6th inning. That'll wipe Denton's base hit. He's retired, and now Logan Floyd will step in with 2 away. That's the last time the Eagles have lost 4 in a row. Eagles have lost 3 in a row in 4 of their last 5. Hoping to change that and avoid a second 4-game losing streak this season. First pitch to Logan Floyd, fouled off to the screen, 0-1. One inside fastball. Ball and a strike. Velasquez thought maybe he had the inside fastball, hit the zone. 1-1 set. Velasquez pitches, and Floyd crushes one out toward left. Ishmael will see this one stay in the park, and the inning is over. Double play wipes Carson-Newman's efforts in the 6th inning. Velasquez comes in, gets the double play, and the fly out to retire the Eagles 1-2-3 basically in the 6th inning. We've played 5.5. We got a good one brewing in the series finale, 2-1. Wingate ahead, but here comes Hunter Harrington. The league's top closer is entering the field of play. He'll pitch the 6th inning after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency, 423-586-4320, or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
One of the best closers in the game has entered for Carson-Newman in the form of 6'2", 175-pound senior reliever Hunter Harrington. A Huntersville, North Carolina native is into the baseball game for the 17th time this year. 28 1/3 innings on the rubber for the Marshall University transfer this season, and remarkably, he's got some really good numbers. 1.91 earned run average for Hunter Harrington this season. It's the 3rd lowest ERA among Carson-Newman pitchers that have thrown at least 25 innings. That's top 3 all-time for a single season effort, that 191 earned run average this season in 16 appearances, 28 1/3, 33 strikeouts to 17 walks. He gets the ball and faces 2, 3, and 4 of Wingate's batting order. First pitch of the 6th inning is a fastball at the knees to Cam Harris, strike 1. Harrington enters with a save situation. He has 9 this year. It's the 4th most in a single season in Carson-Newman baseball history as he bounces in the next pitch on a fastball, 1-1. Hughes would be is 3 saves away from tying John Butler and Will Gardner for most saves in a single season. That is 12. Bounces the next one in. It's 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Harrington's next pitch is fouled off left side. It's 2-2. Harrington's save mark, the most. He's got 9 this year. Most in the South Atlantic Conference. And 5th most in Division II entering the weekend. That certainly could have changed around the country. Next pitch bounces in again. It's 3-2. That slider has bounced before the plate, and all 3 pitches he has missed outside the zone. And the count is 3-2 on Cam Harris. Righty Harrington sets to start the 6th inning, lifts and fires in a fastball that is grounded to first. Travis Fields will take it to the bag himself to retire Harris, 1 away. Harrington had to battle against Lincoln Memorial last weekend in the series finale through 2 innings of scoreless baseball in back-to-back appearances. But with nobody out in a 1-run game in the 7th inning, had a runner at third. The Eagles ahead by 1 on a Cameron Bowen single. He moved to third on a wild pitch. First pitch to Barnett is popped up high into the air right side. Miller into the outfield grass. He will make the catch, and that is the 2nd out of the inning. Sean Barnett, one of the more dangerous hitters in this Wingate lineup, swings and pops the first pitch into the mid of Miller, and now 2 away for Brett Adams. Harrington entered that LMU game, as we should say. He only pitched in 1 game last weekend, I should say. Walked 3 and had a hit. He was so critical in that 7th inning, retiring LMU's next 4 batters, or 3 of the next 4 batters. He walked 1, had to battle through, and was able to get the save to close out Carson-Newman's series win over the Rail Splitters. 1-0 line for Harrington. Swing and a miss. Adams chases the slider into the turf. It's 1-1. One pause, and Harrington fires, and Adams swings and misses. Another big, healthy hack from the first baseman. And Hunter Harrington is ahead, 1-2. The righty comes set and fires. Breaking ball, drops in. Ball 2. Spencer Bright was halfway to the dugout, and so was Carson-Newman's infield. The crowd thought it was strike 3. I think everybody in the park thought it was as well. Wow. I'd love to get another look at that one. It was a slider that dropped in right at the knees. Brett Adams gets extra life now. 2-2 pitch. Harrington bounces it low, and it's 3-2. If the juices weren't already flowing in this series finale, now they are. Three balls and 2 strikes. Harrington's pitch. Inside and low, ball 4. Batter should be out. Yep, Adams is out because Ricky Clark grabbed the ball in foul ground. The umpire pointed at the runner and said he should be out. Clark went to grab the baseball. It was a live ball because pitch was into the turf for ball 4, and Clark grabbed it when it was a live ball. Well, would that change things here in this 6th inning? The umpires converse into the infield grass, and we'll chat it over. Adams wasn't sprinting up the line by any means, but the ball was live, and Clark just picked it up. He was coming on deck to grab the bat and just grabbed the ball when Spencer Bright was walking to get it. Again, there was no urgency from Carson-Newman to go grab the baseball, but Clark grabbed it, and so now the umpires will talk things over. What are they going to rule? They're going to say Adams will stay at first base, and Tom Griffin would like to chat things over with a first base umpire. Well, when it looked like on a 1-2 breaking ball that it found the strike zone, Carson-Newman's infield was basically in the dugout, and the umpire called it ball 2. The Eagles had to reset, walked Adams, but then Clark grabbed the baseball. I don't know the official ruling on it, but Harrington and the Eagles thought for sure it was going to retire Adams, make him out. Tom Griffin continues to chat things over, and the play will stand. So Adams stays at first base. He draws the 6-pitch walk, and now Breon Ishmael will stand in. He represents the go-ahead run. 2-1 game in the bottom of inning number 6. Short lead for Adams, and here's the pitch. Ishmael pops it up foul, out of play. A fastball by him for strike 1. Marshall transfer. Harrington sets his 0-1. Ishmael lines it foul. He's behind on another fastball, and it's 0-2. Big spot here. Wingate trying to stay in second place in the league. Carson-Newman trying to salvage a game and at least get one this weekend. The righty Harrington pauses at the belt and his 0-2 bounces in. Good block from Spencer Bright to keep Brett Adams at first. Excellent block by Bright. One of the best defensive catchers in the game. He's able to block that breaking ball into the turf to keep this game at 1 run, but also to keep Adams at first base and out of scoring position. 1-2 from Harrington. Breaking ball low again. It's 2-2. Ishmael stayed away. 2 close baseball games today. Wingate won the first game of today's action to win the series, and now Carson-Newman trying to salvage a game. Up by 1 in the 6th. 2-2 from Harrington. Breaking ball low. He stayed away again, did Ishmael, and it's 3-2. Brett Adams will be on the move when Harrington makes his motion toward home plate. The 3-2. Ball 4. Ishmael stayed away. Harrington dropped another breaking ball below the zone. He's walked back-to-back batters here in the 6th inning. And now runners on first and second for Ricky Clark, and Travis Tingle will head to the mound and talk things over with his closer, Hunter Harrington, who's now thrown 19 pitches here in this 6th inning. Remember, the Eagles are going to ride Hunter Harrington out the rest of the way here. He hasn't pitched in a week, and this is a game that the Eagles certainly can win, and so they're going to leave their star closer in this baseball game as he talks it over with Travis Tingle, walks around the mound. He's ready to roll, and Tingle will make his way back to the first base dugout right side. Sun is certainly set as we cross past the 8 o'clock hour here in Wingate, North Carolina. Lights doing their job now on what is a cooler evening after what was a hot day for these two teams to start in the doubleheader. First pitch to Ricky Clark, a swing and a miss. Good changeup from Harrington to start Clark with a swinging strike 1. 2-1 baseball game. Clark is 0 for 2 today. Strikeout against Griffuse, facing Harrington for the first time, who sets and pitches an 0-1 that is fouled back, and it's 0-2. Well, this is the same story with Hunter Harrington. He got ahead on Ishmael 0-2, but lost him with 4 straight misses below the zone. Now he's ahead on Ricky Clark 0-2. How can he fare against Wingate's senior right fielder? 0-2. Swing and a miss. 3-pitch punch out for Harrington, who pumps his chest and ends Wingate's threat in the 6th. Harrington's first strikeout, clutch once again. This game stays in favor of Carson-Newman. It's 2-1 Eagles, who will look for insurance in the 7th inning. 2-1 Eagles after 6 innings of baseball in this series finale. 7th and final inning heading your way after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Big time punch out for Hunter Harrington to keep this game in Carson-Newman's favor. As Will Gibbs grounds one sharply to second, fielded cleanly, and Dansky throws on to first to retire Will Gibbs. One away. It'll be Aiden Gibson next. 6, 7, and 8 of Carson-Newman's batting order will swing in this 7th inning. Gibson had a sacrifice fly in that 2-run 4th inning. Only 3 runs of game 3 of this series have come in that 4th inning. Gibson shows bunt, pulls it back, takes strike 1. Righty Velasquez in relief, got the final 3 outs of the 6th and gets a swing and a miss on Gibson. It's 0-2. Jonathan Velasquez is appearing in his 14th game this year, trying to keep this at a 1-run deficit for the Bulldogs. Righty sets and is 0-2. Strike 3 call. 3-pitch punch out for Jonathan Velasquez. Blows it past Gibson, who watches strike 3, and there's 2 quick outs in the top of the 7th inning. Well, just like that, Wingate trying to grab a little bit of momentum, set the Eagles down in order and get their guys back to the dugout to keep this a 1-run game. First pitch to Trey Miller. Inside on the corner, it's strike 1. Miller lines one sharply down the left field line. It's foul. And it's 0-2, so Velasquez looking for an extremely quick inning. The 1-pitch ground out to Gibbs, the 3-pitch strikeout to Gibson, and now toes the rubber for his 6th pitch of the inning to try to retire the Eagles in order. Foul ball back. It stays 0-2. Another 0-2. Swing and a miss. Velasquez with back-to-back punch-outs. He throws 8 pitches and retires the Eagles in order. He's pumped up. Now it's Hunter Harrington's turn. The Marshall transfer will look for save number 10. He's 3 outs away from it, and hoping the Eagles can salvage a game in this 3-game series. Bottom of the 7th coming your way after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Hunter Harrington has 9 saves this season. He'll go for number 10. He's 3 outs away from doing so. He has 13 in his career, all with Carson-Newman. The last 3 seasons he has been with Tom Griffin's bunch. The Eagles 1 game away from getting a series victory, or getting a series win against, or rather just a win in the series, I should say, against this Wingate squad. Wingate won the series by winning the first game of the day, but Carson-Newman can leave town with at least 1 if it is able to get 3 outs against this Wingate offense, who in games 1 and 2 of the series combined, keyword combined, for 26 runs and 33 hits. Today and tonight in this series finale have 1 run and 3 hits. Can Hunter Harrington close the door? He goes fastball upstairs to Michael Dansky. It's high for ball 1. 7-8-9 due up in the Wingate attack. Harrington sets. He works exclusively from the stretch, pauses and fires in a slider corner of the zone. It's strike one. One of the best closers in the game comes set, and his 1-1 offering is a swing and a miss by Michael Dansky, and it is 1-2. Harrington has thrown 5 consecutive scoreless innings. The 1-2 high, it's 2-2. Remarkably, his last 8 appearances this year have either resulted in a save or a win. That's how good he's been. Not only has he come in these big situations, but he's delivered. 2-2, swing and a miss. Ball into the turf. Bright will have to throw to first. Play is made. Dansky retired. 2 strikeouts for Harrington, and out number 1 in inning number 7. Remarkably, 9, or rather 11 of his last 12 appearances have either resulted in a win or a save. He has put up ridiculous numbers for Carson-Newman. First pitch to Jake Corville is a strike, 0-1. He's recorded saves on 2 consecutive Saturdays. Breaking ball stays up, it's 1-1. 1-1 set for Harrington. And the pitch, high and in. Brushes Corville off the plate, and it's 2 balls and a strike. The wave going on here at Ron Christopher Stadium, trying to pump up the crowd here in the 7th. 2-1 from Harrington. High and in again, it's 3-1. All the Bulldogs just want right now is a base runner to pose a threat here in the 7th. Can Jeff Gregory's club get that? The 3-1. Inside corner, called strike 2. He brushed Corvelle off the plate, but it found the corner, did Harrington's fastball, and the count is full. The 3-2, swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Harrington. And there are 2 away in the 7th. Eagles an out away from winning the series finale. Pinch hitter coming to the dish for Wingate. This will be Andrew McKay. This will be his 68th at-bat of the year. He's got 11 hits, just hitting a .164, but on his senior day, we'll get an opportunity to hit here with 2 outs, and Travis Tingle will sprint out to the mound and talk with his reliever Harrington, strategize against the pinch hitter McKay. McKay this year gets ready for his first at-bat in 18 days. Mentioned hitting a .167. McKay has a home run this year. And 8 runs batted in, hoping to keep things rolling in the 7th. Harrington's first pitch up in the zone, ball 1. McKay had a good start to the year. Hits in 4 of his first 5, but has struggled since the early quality start. 1-0 is hit back up the middle, and the senior extends things for Wingate in the 7th. He drives a base hit back up the middle, and the top of the lineup now set to face Hunter Harrington. Knew it wasn't going to be easy. Base hit back up the middle with McKay pinch hitting, and now Isaiah Williams-Rem, who is 0 for 3. Williams-Rem hoping to keep the line moving. The senior from Greensboro on senior day to try to follow McKay's line. The first pitch, low and inside, good block from Spencer Bright on the slider into the turf, 1-0. Harrington aiming for his 10th save of the year. The righty pitches. Low into the turf again, it's ball 2. McKay has fine speed. They get him into scoring position and things get interesting. (2-0). Low ball 3. So after the 2-out pinch hit knock for Andrew McKay, that has brought the Bulldog faithful to life. 3-0 count on Isaiah Williams-Rem. And his pitch, or the Harrington's pitch, is a fastball in the corner, strike 1. That silences this Wingate crowd for just a moment. Hoping to lead Third Dogs to a series sweep. Down a run in the 7th, 2 outs, runner at first. The 3-1 inside, ball 4. Third walk for Harrington. And the go-ahead run, the game-winning run, is at first base for Cam Harris. And Williams-Rem has a lot of speed. Doesn't get any better than this on a Saturday night at a baseball game here at Ron Christopher Stadium. 2 of the best in the league battling to the final out. Harris steps into the first pitch, is grounded sharply. Miller diving stop, flip to second, ball game. Trey Miller with the diving stop. He flips to Gibson at second, and Carson-Newman holds on. Eagles win by 1. Harrington with his 10th save. A tip of the cap to Trey Miller, who makes the diving play to flip to Gibson, and the Eagles salvage a game behind Hunter Harrington and Griff Hughes. Those two once again magnificent for CN this weekend. Hughes records win number 8. Harrington gets save number 10, and the Eagles salvage 1 game in this 3-game series with the Bulldogs. Massive win for the Eagles. The go-ahead run was aboard. The Eagles get the ground ball out to win it. Carson-Newman's 23-20. Improves to 16-11 in the South Atlantic Conference baseball standings. Wingate falls to 18-9, has a 2-game edge on Carson-Newman, and is 27-18 on the season. The Eagles are going to finish the weekend tied for 4th in the league at 16-11. 1 game back of 3rd, 2 back of 2nd, and just 1 game ahead of 5th place. Eagles win it. Harrington's 10th save, Hughes' 8th victory. A full recap and interviews can be found on cneagles.com as well as our YouTube page of the Eagles Sports Network. We thank you for joining us throughout this weekend of baseball here in Wingate. Eagles salvage a game in the series with a 2-1 victory here on the Eagle Sports Network.